The scent of lilies fills my nose as I scroll through wedding venues, each click bringing me closer to what should be the happiest day of my life. The late afternoon sun streams through my office window, casting a golden glow across my engagement ring. 3 carats of promises, Ivan calls it. I twist it absently, watching the diamond catch the light. My phone buzzes. Another wedding planning email, probably. But the preview snippet makes my finger freeze mid-scroll. My darling Lexus, I can't wait to make you my wife next month. I blink hard. That has to be spam. Some crossed wire in the vast digital universe. But my trembling thumb opens the email anyway, and suddenly I can't breathe. The message isn't meant for me, but it's definitely from Ivan, my Ivan, the man who proposed under a meteor shower 6 months ago, who holds me every night like I'm something precious, who's supposed to be marrying me in 4 months. The venue is perfect, my love, just like we planned. Small, intimate, your parents will love it. The words blur as tears fill my eyes. I scroll frantically, each line of tender promises to another woman burning like acid. Photos appear, Ivan and a stunning brunette, wrapped around each other at what's clearly a wedding venue. The timestamp says yesterday. While I was picking out floral arrangements, he was... My stomach heaves. I barely make it to the trash can before losing my lunch. Layla, you okay in there? Penny from accounting peers around my office door, concern etched on her face. I wave her off, wiping my mouth with shaking hands. Fine, just food poisoning. She hesitates. You look awful. Should I call Ivan to pick you up? His name hits like a physical blow. No. The force of my response makes her step back. Sorry, I'll be fine. Just need a minute. After she leaves, I force myself to look at the photos again. The woman, Lexus, is gorgeous in that effortless way that makes other women hate themselves. They're standing in front of a small chapel, heads bent together, sharing some private joke. The intimacy in their body language makes me want to scream. My phone rings. Ivan's face lights up my screen, his smile now seeming more predatory than loving. I silence it, watching as a text follows. Hey beautiful, dinner at 7? Have something special planned. Love you. A hollow laugh escapes me. Something special? Like planning a wedding with his other fiancé? I scroll back through our photos, searching for signs I must have missed. There, his sudden business trips that started 3 months ago. The way he's been pushing for a longer engagement, claiming he wants everything perfect. The mysterious calls he takes in another room. God, I'm such an idiot. My office door opens again. This time it's Bella, my best friend since college, brandishing 2 coffee cups. Emergency caffeine delivery for the bride too. She stops dead, taking in my tear-streaked face. What happened? I try to speak but can only shake my head, turning my monitor so she can see. She sets the coffees down hard enough to slosh liquid onto my desk. That fucking bastard, she breathes, scrolling through the evidence of Ivan's betrayal. I'll kill him. Get in line. My voice sounds strange, distant, like it belongs to someone else. Have you called him? Confronted him? He just texted about dinner tonight. Says he has something special planned. I laugh again, that same hollow sound. Probably gonna tell me he needs to push the wedding back again. Bella's face hardens. Don't go. Let me come over instead. We'll drink wine and plot his murder. But something cold and calculating is taking root beneath my shock. No, I hear myself say. I think I will go to dinner. Layla. He thinks he's so clever, juggling both of us, playing us like puppets. My voice grows stronger, but he has no idea what I'm capable of. That look in your eyes is scaring me a little. I meet my reflection in the darkened monitor. My face is tear-stained, but my eyes are bright, almost feverish. Good, because I'm gonna make him regret the day he ever thought he could play me for a fool. My phone buzzes again. Another text from Ivan. Wear that red dress I love. Tonight's going to be unforgettable. Oh, it will be unforgettable, all right. Just not in the way he thinks. I pick up my engagement ring from where I'd flung it and slide it back on. The diamond no longer sparkles. It looks sharp enough to draw blood. Perfect. What are you going to do? Bella asks softly. I meet her worried gaze. I'm going to destroy him. But first, I'm going to make him think he's won. Rain pelts the windows of Bella's apartment as I pace, my heels clicking against her hardwood floors. The red dress Ivan loves so much feels like it's choking me. You don't have to do this tonight, Bella says from her perch on the couch. We can call and say you're sick. I check my lipstick in the mirror for the 10th time. Perfect. Deadly. No, I need to see his face, need to watch him lie to me. My phone chimes with another text from Ivan. Can't wait to see you, beautiful. Almost there. Bella stands, gripping my shoulders. At least let me follow you to the restaurant. I don't trust him. That's sweet, but I need to do this alone. I squeeze her hand. I'll text you every hour, I promise. And if you don't, then you can unleash hell. The restaurant Ivan chose is exactly his style. All crystal chandeliers and white tablecloths. He's already waiting when I arrive, standing to kiss my cheek. His cologne, once intoxicating, now makes my stomach turn. You look stunning, he says, eyes trailing over the red dress. I force myself to smile, remembering all the times he's probably said those same words to Lexus. So, what's the special occasion? I ask, proud of how steady my voice sounds. He reaches across the table, taking my hand. The same hands that held another woman yesterday. Can't I just want to spoil my beautiful fiancé? Fiancé. The word hits like a slap. Which one of us does he mean? Of course. I take a long sip of wine. How was your business trip yesterday? Not a flicker of guilt crosses his face. Productive. Closed the deal I was working on. Oh, I bet you did. I think of the photos, him and Lexus, planning their intimate ceremony. My fingers tighten around the wine stem until I'm afraid it might snap. Actually, he continues, that's partly why I wanted to dinner tonight. I've been thinking about our wedding. Here it comes. The excuse, the delay, but he surprises me. I think we should move it up. Next month. The wine burns as I choke on it. What? I know it's sudden, but why wait? We could do something small, intimate, just close family and friends. Just like he promised Lexus. My mind races. Is he planning to marry us both? Or is this some sick game? That's quite a change from wanting to wait, I manage. He squeezes my hand. I just can't stand the thought of not being married to you any longer than necessary. The waiter arrives with our appetizers. I use the interruption to pull my hand away, pretending to adjust my napkin. What about the venue? I ask. The deposits we've paid? Money's not important. I'll handle everything. His smile is so sincere, it makes me want to scream. Don't you trust me? The question hangs between us like a loaded gun. Of course I trust you, I lie, matching his sincerity with my own. I'm just surprised. This is a lot to process. Take tonight to think about it. He reaches into his jacket pocket. But first, I have something else for you. The velvet box he places on the table makes my blood run cold. Inside is a delicate diamond bracelet that probably cost more than my car. Even this is beautiful, excessive, a guilt offering, just a small token of my love. He fastens it around my wrist, though not nearly as beautiful as you. I wonder if Lexus is wearing its twin. My phone buzzes, Bella's hourly check-in. The screen lights up with a news alert that makes my heart stop. Local business executive linked to investment fraud investigation. The accompanying photo shows Ivan shaking hands with someone at a charity gala last month. The article mentions millions in missing funds. Suddenly, his rush to marry makes horrible sense. He's not just playing us, he's planning something bigger, something that requires a wife's spousal privilege, perhaps. Everything okay? He asks, noticing my expression. I lock my phone, forcing another smile. Perfect. Just Bella checking in. You two are so close. His tone is light, but his eyes are calculating, almost like sisters. The threat is subtle, but clear. Bella knows too much about our relationship. About me. Speaking of Bella, I say, standing, I should actually go check on her. She's not feeling well. But we haven't had dinner? Rain check? I kiss his cheek, noting how he stiffens slightly. I need time to think about moving up the wedding anyway. Outside, I lean against my car, hands shaking as I call Bella. I need your help, I say when she answers. This is bigger than we thought, and I think I know exactly how to make him pay. The antiseptic smell of the hospital corridor makes my nose twitch as I adjust my visitor badge. Amazing what a confident walk and a fake employee ID can get you into. Thank God for Bella's graphic design skills. Records room, the sign reads. My heart pounds as I swipe the key card, also courtesy of Bella's less than legal connections. The light blinks green. Inside, fluorescent lights hum overhead as I navigate rows of filing cabinets. Ivan's medical records should be here somewhere. If my hunch about his sudden wedding rush is right, can I help you find something? I freeze. A nurse stands in the doorway, head tilted questioningly. Oh, thank goodness. I force a laugh, channeling Penny from accounting's perpetual cheerfulness. I'm totally lost. New temp in Dr. Morrison's office? He needed some files pulled, but this place is like a maze. She softens. First day? Been there. What patient? Ivan Johnston. My voice doesn't shake on his name anymore. Progress. Let's see. She pulls open a drawer, fingers dancing through files. Here we go, but you'll need Dr. Morrison's signature for release. Of course, I have it right. I pretend to search my pockets. Oh no, I must have left it upstairs. Would you mind holding this while I run back? The moment she turns to answer a call from the nurse's station, I snap photos of every page I can access. My hands tremble, but the images are clear enough. Blood work, medications, and there, psychiatric evaluations from 3 different doctors in the past month, all signed off by the same referring physician. One I know isn't real because I created him. My phone buzzes, a text from Bella. Get out now. Ivan's friend Jarvis just entered the building. I shove the file back and hurry out, nearly colliding with someone in the hallway. My heart stops when I look up. Layla? Jarvis looks as surprised as I feel. What are you doing here? Routine checkup. The lie comes easily now. You? His eyes narrow slightly. Same. Funny running into you. Nothing about this is funny. Jarvis has been Ivan's friend for years, but something about him has always set off warning bells. The way he watches, catalogs. Well, don't let me keep you. I move to step around him. Actually, his hand catches my arm. Ivan mentioned you two discussed moving up the wedding. He's really excited. The grip on my arm tightens fractionally. A warning? So am I. I meet his gaze steadily. Can't wait to be part of the family. He releases me, smiling. Good to hear. I'd hate to see anything complicate things. I maintain my smile until I'm safely in my car, then let out a shaky breath. My phone rings. Bella, did you get it? She asks. Better than we hoped. Ivan's been doctor shopping, getting multiple psych evaluations, all referred by our fictional Dr. Sanders. Why would he? Because, I cut in, he needs to establish mental instability. create reasonable doubt for when the investment fraud accusations hit. Jesus. Bella's quiet for a moment. What's our next move? I start the car, checking my mirrors. No sign of Jarvis. We need to find Lexus. If he's playing the same game with her, already on it. Found her work address. But Layla, she hesitates. Jarvis showing up isn't a coincidence. Ivan must suspect something. Good. I pull out of the parking lot. Let him suspect. The more paranoid he gets, the more mistakes he'll make. You're enjoying this, aren't you? Am I? The thrill of outsmarting Ivan, of finally fighting back. It should feel wrong. But all I feel is alive. I should be broken, I admit, crying into ice cream and burning his photos. Instead, I'm breaking into hospitals and forging documents. You're allowed to be angry. It's more than anger. I watch rain begin to fall, distorting the world outside my windshield. All those years of trying to be perfect, to be worthy of love after what my father did to our family. Ivan knew that. He knew exactly what buttons to push. Layla? But he underestimated me. They all did. A car cuts me off and I slam the horn, surprising myself with the force of it. I'm done being the good girl who gets hurt. It's time to hurt back. Just be careful. Jarvis gave me bad vibes even before all this. I'm about to respond when a text from Ivan pops up. Dinner at my place tonight? Have something important to discuss. Below it, a message from an unknown number. I know what you're doing. We should talk. Lexus. My hands tighten on the steering wheel. Game on. The restaurant Lexus chose is packed for lunch hour. Conversations and clattering plates creating a wall of noise. Perfect for a private conversation. I spot her immediately. Same stunning face from the photos, though her expression is harder in person. You're shorter than I expected, she says as I slide into the booth. You're exactly what I expected. I signal the waiter. Gin and tonic, double. Bit early for that. I'm having lunch with my fiancé's other fiancé. I think I'm entitled. A ghost of a smile crosses her face. Fair enough. She leans forward. So, how did you find out? Email mix-up. You? Bank statement. He got sloppy, used the wrong card for my engagement ring. She twists said ring, a nervous habit I recognize, though I'm guessing that's not why you broke into his medical records yesterday. My drink arrives. I take a long sip, studying her. How much do you know about Ivan's business dealings? Enough to know we're not his only victims. She pulls out her phone, slides it across the table. These arrived this morning. Photos fill the screen, even with different women, different rings, different years. My stomach lurches. He's done this before, I whisper. Gets engaged, gains access to accounts or business connections through the fiancé, then disappears with everything he can grab. Her voice is clinical, detached. I'm an investment banker. He wanted my clients' portfolios. And my family's real estate holdings. The gin turns bitter in my mouth. When were you supposed to marry him? Next month. You? Same. I laugh hollowly. Guess he was planning a busy October. A crash from the kitchen makes us both jump. Lexus glances around before continuing. I've been gathering evidence, bank records, communications, everything. But I need his passwords, I finish, to his private accounts. She nods. You live with him. You could. No. The word comes out sharper than intended. I'm not letting him know I suspect anything. I have my own plan. Care to share? Care to tell me why you really wanted to meet? Our eyes lock across the table. Behind her cool exterior, I see the same rage that burns in me, the same hurt. Because, she says finally, we can help each other, or we can get in each other's way. Your choice. Before I can respond, my phone buzzes. A text from Bella. 911. Ivan just walked into my office. My blood runs cold. Bella handles all my family's real estate accounting. If Ivan's making his move, I have to go. I throw cash on the table, standing. Wait. Lexus grabs my wrist. Whatever you're planning, he's dangerous, more than you know. So am I. I'm halfway to Bella's office when another text stops me short. Don't come, not alone. He brought Jarvis. Cursing, I pull into a coffee shop parking lot, dialing Bella. What's happening? I demand when she answers. They're asking about property transfers, recent sales. Her voice is calm, but I know her tells. She's terrified. Ivan's saying you discussed consolidating assets before the wedding. Don't sign anything. Don't even look at anything. Too late. She lowers her voice. Jarvis, he made it clear what would happen if I didn't cooperate. He knows things, Layla. About that night in college, the accident. My hands begin to shake. No one knows about that night except Bella and me. No one. Listen to me, I say. Whatever they want, give it to them. But document everything. Already done, but Layla, she hesitates. There's something else. A name kept coming up in their paperwork. Theo Garcia? I grab my laptop, typing the name. Results flood the screen. Private investigator, former police detective, specializing in fraud cases. Send me everything you can, I tell Bella, and be careful. They're watching you now. After hanging up, I sit in my car, mind racing. Ivan's not just playing us. He's 10 steps ahead. Has been from the start. My phone lights up with a text from Lexus. Forgot to mention, check his life insurance policy. Both our names are on it. Big payout if anything happens to him. The implications hit me like a punch to the gut. He's not just setting up his escape, he's setting us up, making it look like we conspired to kill him. Another text arrives, this one from Ivan. Miss you, beautiful. Can't wait to start our life together. I stare at his words, something cold and decisive crystallizing inside me. He thinks he's the player, we're the pieces. Time to show him how wrong he is. I dial the number for Theo Garcia's office. When the receptionist answers, I don't hesitate. I need to schedule an appointment. Tell him it's about Ivan Johnston. Morning mist clings to the park benches as I wait, coffee growing cold in my hands. Few people are out this early. A jogger, an old man walking his dog, and me, about to meet a private investigator who might be working for the man I'm trying to destroy. Theo Garcia is exactly what I expected from his photos. Weathered face, sharp eyes, and the careful movements of someone used to watching their back. He sits without greeting, scanning the park. You're either brave or stupid, he says finally. Coming alone. Which one hired you, Ivan or Jarvis? A slight smile. Interesting that you assume I'm working for them. Aren't you? He pulls out a manila envelope, slides it across the bench. See for yourself. Inside are surveillance photos. Me at the hospital, Lexus entering her office, Bella at lunch, but also Ivan meeting with men I don't recognize in parking garages and empty restaurants. They hired me to watch you, Theo confirms, but I've been watching them longer. Why? Because 3 women are dead. He keeps his voice neutral, but his eyes are hard. All former fiancés, all ruled accidents or suicides, all after large financial transfers to offshore accounts. The coffee cup slips from my numb fingers, spilling across the concrete. No. The most recent was 6 months ago. Caroline Myers. Car accident on a straight road, no witnesses. 2 weeks after she signed over her tech company to a holding corporation Ivan controlled. 6 months ago, right before he met me. The police? Have nothing concrete. Ivan's careful, uses people like Jarvis to do the dirty work, creates paper trails that make the victims look unstable or criminal. He pauses, like he's doing with you. My chest tightens. The psychiatric evaluations and the life insurance policy with Lexus. The property transfers with your friend Bella. He's building a narrative. Two unstable women, jealous of each other, conspiring against him. Why are you telling me this? Because I've spent 2 years trying to catch him, and you, he meets my eyes. You might be my best chance. A jogger passes close to our bench. We both fall silent until she's gone. What do you want from me? I ask. Keep playing your game. Let him think he's winning, but feed me information. Help me catch him before. He doesn't finish the sentence, doesn't need to. My phone buzzes. Ivan. Coming over tonight? Have a surprise for you. Another text follows immediately, from Lexus. He's meeting with Jarvis now. Something's happening soon. Tick-tock, Theo says softly. What's it gonna be? I stare at the photos in my lap. Evidence of Ivan's methodical destruction of lives, of women who trusted him, just like I did, just like Lexus does. I'll help, I say, but I need something first. Name it. Protection for Bella. She knows things. Things that could hurt me. If Ivan uses that, already handled. He hands me another envelope. Proof that the accident in college was exactly that. Witness statements, police reports, things that disappeared from official records but still exist. My hands shake as I clutch the envelope. How did you... It's my job to know things. He stands. Burner phone in there too. Use it only for contacting me. Wait. I grab his arm. Why should I trust you? Something flickers across his face. Pain, maybe. Or rage. Because Caroline was my sister, and I watched Ivan destroy her while I couldn't prove a damn thing. He walks away, leaving me with the weight of dead women's files in my lap and Ivan's text still unanswered on my phone. Back in my car, I pull out the burner phone, typing quickly, I'm in, but we do this my way. Theo's response is immediate. Clock's ticking. Don't let him see you coming. I start my car just as another text from Ivan arrives. Got us reservations at that new rooftop restaurant tonight. 40th floor. Amazing view. My blood runs cold. Caroline's accident report flashes through my mind. Found at the bottom of a cliff. No witnesses. I text back. Can't wait. Love you. Then I call Lexus. When she answers, I don't waste time. We need to talk. Now. I think I know who's next on his list. Who? I pull out into traffic, checking my mirrors for any signs of Jarvis. Me, tonight. Midnight finds me sitting cross-legged on my bedroom floor, surrounded by the evidence of Ivan's previous lives. Caroline's photo stares up at me. Bright smile, kind eyes. She looks so alive it's hard to believe she's gone. My phone lights up. Ivan. Can't sleep. Thinking about you. I text back a heart emoji, fighting the urge to throw the phone against the wall. 6 hours until our rooftop dinner. 6 hours until he likely plans to add my photo to his collection of dead fiancés. A soft knock makes me jump. It's me, Bella whispers through the door. I let her in, checking the hallway before locking the door again. She takes in the papers scattered across my floor, the half-empty wine bottle. You look like hell, she says. Feel worse. I sink back down among the papers. Did you get everything set up? She nods, pulling out her laptop. Money transferred to the offshore account just like you said. Made it look like you've been embezzling from the family properties for months. And the emails? All planted, very convincing paper trail of you and Lexus plotting against Ivan. She hesitates. Are you sure about this? Once we trigger these transactions, he's going to kill me, Bella. My voice cracks. Tonight. Unless I convince him I'm more valuable alive. She sits beside me, taking my hand. Then let's call the police. Show them everything Theo gave you. And risk Ivan disappearing again? Starting over with someone else? I squeeze her hand. No, we end this. Tonight. My burner phone buzzes. Lexus. Jarvis just left Ivan's. He looked worried. Something's wrong. Before I can respond, heavy footsteps sound in the hallway. Bella and I freeze. Layla! Ivan's voice, right outside my door. You awake? I shove the papers under my bed, motioning Bella toward the bathroom. Once she's hidden, I mess up my hair and open the door. Ivan, it's late. He pushes past me into the room, eyes scanning everything. Couldn't sleep. Thought I heard voices. Just on the phone with Bella. I force a yawn. Wedding stuff. At midnight? You know how she gets about details. I move closer, running my hands up his chest. But I'm glad you're here. I've missed you. His arms encircle me, and it takes everything I have not to shudder. I've missed you too. His fingers trace my spine. So much. Can't wait for dinner tomorrow. I make my voice breathy, excited. The rooftop view sounds amazing. Something flickers in his eyes. Satisfaction? Anticipation? It'll be unforgettable. I bet it will, you bastard. Although, he pulls back slightly. I did want to ask you something about some unusual transactions I noticed. My heart stops. Transactions? From the family properties, large sums moving offshore. His tone is casual, but his grip tightens. Know anything about that? This is it. The moment everything hinges on. I take a deep breath and whisper, I was hoping you wouldn't find out so soon. Find out what? I step away, letting real tears fill my eyes. I've been so scared, Ivan. About the wedding, about us, about what would happen when you discovered what I've done. Layla? His voice holds a warning. I know about the fraud investigation. I watch his face carefully. About the missing investor funds. I thought if I could hide enough money, protect us both. Understanding dawns in his eyes, followed by something like admiration. You've been moving money to protect me? Us, I correct, moving close again. I couldn't bear to lose you, even if what they're saying is true. He catches my face in his hands. My clever, clever girl, always surprising me. Over his shoulder, I see Bella slip out of the bathroom, silent as a shadow. Are you angry? I ask. Angry? He laughs softly. How could I be angry at such devotion? His kiss tastes like ashes. Get some sleep. Tomorrow will be eventful. After he leaves, I rush to the bathroom and throw up everything in my stomach. Bella holds my hair back. He bought it, she whispers. For now. I rinse my mouth, hands shaking. But tomorrow, my burner phone buzzes again. Theo? Jarvis made calls. They're moving up the timeline. Whatever you're planning, do it fast. I meet my reflection in the mirror, pale, terrified, but alive. For now. Call Lexus, I tell Bella. Tell her it's time for Plan B. You mean the crazy plan that'll probably get us all killed? I think of Caroline's smile, of all the women who trusted Ivan and died for it. No, I say. The plan that's going to make him wish he'd never heard my name. The elevator climbs smoothly toward the rooftop restaurant, floor numbers ticking past like a countdown. Ivan's hand rests on my lower back, steering me forward. Once, that touch meant safety. Now it feels like a threat. Nervous? He asks, noting my silence. Just excited. I adjust my dress. Midnight blue, not the red he loves. Small acts of defiance. Though I wish Jarvis wasn't joining us. Last minute addition. Business never sleeps. The elevator doors open to reveal floor-to-ceiling windows and a stunning city view. Jarvis is already at our table, phone pressed to his ear. He ends his call as we approach. Beautiful evening for a celebration, he says, eyes cold despite his smile. Ivan pulls out my chair, ever the gentleman, even when plotting murder. Wine? Love some. I check my phone under the table. No messages yet. Jarvis leans forward. Before we order, there's something we need to discuss. Business can wait, Ivan cuts in smoothly. Tonight's about pleasure. I'm afraid it can't. Jarvis slides a folder across the table. Some concerning information has come to light. My heart pounds as I open it. Inside are photos. Me meeting Theo, Bella accessing banking records, Lexus entering my building. Interesting reading? Ivan's voice has lost all warmth. I take a slow sip of wine, buying time. Depends. How long have you been having me followed? Long enough, Jarvis answers. The question is, how long have you been plotting against Ivan? A burst of laughter from nearby diners makes me jump. The restaurant is packed, witnesses everywhere. Safe, theoretically, but Caroline probably thought she was safe too. Plotting? I force a confused smile. I told Ivan everything about moving the money offshore, trying to protect us. And Lexus? Ivan's question cracks like a whip. Who? His hand slams the table, making glasses rattle. Several heads turn our way. Enough games, he hisses. We know you've been working with her, planning something. Working with your other fiancé, you mean? I keep my voice deliberately loud. More heads turn. The one you're supposed to marry next month? Color drains from his face. Jarvis starts to stand, but Ivan waves him down. Lower your voice, he warns. Why? Afraid someone might hear how you've been playing us? Or about the other women? Caroline, for instance? The name hits him like a physical blow. For the first time, I see real fear in his eyes. You don't know what you're talking about, Jarvis interjects. Don't I? I pull out my phone, holding it up. Smile for the live stream, boys. Bella's audience is loving this. They both lunge for the phone, but I stand, backing toward the windows. Careful now, lots of witnesses. You're making a mistake, Ivan says softly. Think about what you're doing. Oh, I have. Just like you thought about killing me tonight. I gesture to the height, the perfect setup. Another tragic accident? Like Carolyn? I loved Carolyn. Real emotion cracks his voice. Her death was convenient, just like mine would have been. My back hits cool glass. The unstable fiancé stealing money, then tragically falling to her death? Perfect story. He steps closer. Layla, please, whatever you think you know. I know everything. I hold up my phone again, and so does everyone watching, including the police. Right on cue, elevator doors ding open. Theo leads a team of officers into the restaurant, Lexus right behind them. Ivan Johnston? Theo's badge glints under the chandelier lights. We need to talk about Caroline Garcia, my sister. The chaos that follows feels distant, dreamlike. Ivan and Jarvis in handcuffs, witnesses being interviewed. Lexus catching my arm as my knees buckle. Breathe, she whispers. It's done. My phone buzzes. Bella. Livestream got everything. He'll never hurt anyone again. I watch as they lead Ivan past. He stops, eyes locking with mine. I did love you, he says softly. In my way. I know. My voice stays steady. That's what makes you so dangerous. Later they tell me he confessed to everything. Carolyn, the fraud, all of it. Trying to bargain for leniency that won't come. But in that moment, watching him disappear into the elevator, all I feel is hollow, empty of fear, of rage, of the fierce determination that drove me here. You okay? Lexus asks. I look out at the city lights, at the long drop that was meant to be my end. No, I answer honestly, but I will be. My phone buzzes one last time. Theo. Thank you. For Caroline. I think of her photo, that bright smile, of all the women who couldn't fight back. You're welcome, I whisper to her memory and turn away from the view. Afternoon sun streams through tangled leaves as I sit in my garden, reading Ivan's letter for the third time. His handwriting is perfect, controlled, just like everything else about him used to be. My dearest Layla, it begins, as if he still has the right to call me that. By the time you read this, my plea deal will be finalized. I wanted you to hear it from me first. The gate creaks open. Lexus enters, carrying 2 coffee cups and a thick manila envelope. Still reading his confession? She hands me a coffee. Trying to understand, I fold the letter carefully. He claims everything he did was for love, that he only hurt people to protect what he had with each of us. Classic narcissist. She sits beside me. He actually believes it. That's what scares me. I sip my coffee, letting the warmth ground me. I believed it too once, but you fought back. She opens the envelope, spreading documents across the table, and now we make sure he can't hurt anyone else. The papers detail Ivan's entire operation, every account, every victim, every manipulated transaction. Theo's investigation combined with our evidence created an airtight case, but that's not what catches my eye. What's this? I pull out a familiar-looking document. Found it in Jarvis's files during the raid. Apparently, you weren't Ivan's first choice. She taps the name at the top. I was. My hands shake as I read. It's a detailed profile, my family's properties, business connections, psychological weaknesses, all compiled before Ivan ever accidentally met me. But you were too careful, I realize, too protected. So he moved on to you. Her voice softens. I'm sorry. Don't be. I stack the papers deliberately. If he hadn't chosen me, another woman would be dead. My phone buzzes. Bella, you need to see the news now. I pull up the feed to find Jarvis's face plastered across the screen. He was found dead in his cell an hour ago. Apparent suicide. Convenient timing, Lexus mutters. Too convenient. I dial Theo's number. He answers on the first ring. Already on it, Jarvis had a visitor yesterday. Someone matching the description of Ivan's former cellmate. He's tying up loose ends, I say, even from inside. We'll get him for this, too. But after hanging up, a chill runs through me despite the warm sun. Ivan's letter takes on new meaning. Everything I did was for love. He's not done, I tell Lexus. This is just the beginning. What do you mean? I grab Ivan's letter, reading between the carefully crafted lines. Look at how he phrases everything. Present tense, active voice. He's not confessing. He's warning. She scans the letter, face paling. The plea deal gives him exactly what he wants. Access to computers, communication with the outside, a whole new network of criminal connections. My phone rings again. An unknown number. When I answer, there's only breathing, then a click. We need to go. Lexus stands. Now. But I remain seated, something shifting inside me. No. Layla, I'm done running, done hiding. I pull out my own envelope, documents I've been gathering since Ivan's arrest. His network isn't the only one that's grown. Understanding dawns in her eyes as she reads. Accounts we've frozen, conspirators we've identified, a web of protection and prevention stretching across cities, connecting survivors. You've been busy, she says. We all have. I think of Caroline's photo, now joined by others. Women helping women, breaking the cycle. Ivan thought he was creating a network of victims. Instead, he created an army. My phone buzzes one final time. A text from Ivan's number, though he shouldn't have phone access. Miss you, beautiful. Soon. I show Lexus the message. She starts to speak, but I hold up my hand, typing quickly. No, you don't, but I'll be waiting. Then I block the number and stand, gathering the documents that will dismantle the rest of his operation. Coming? I ask Lexus. She looks at me carefully. You're really not afraid anymore, are you? I think of the woman I was, desperately seeking love's approval, of Caroline's bright smile, of all the women who will never know how close they came to being Ivan's next target. Oh, I'm terrified, I admit, but that's not going to stop me. We walk out together, leaving Ivan's letter behind. Let him plot and scheme from his cell. He taught me well, perhaps too well. Because now I know the opposite of love isn't hate, it's justice,